What if I told you that a lot of men do things, negative things to women, pull the rug from under women's feet to get an emotional response out of them? What if I told you that? A man will cheat on a woman and confess. And that woman will say, okay, she can have you. So what are we doing with the lease? Are we going to break the lease? Do you want me to call the landlord? What do you want to do? What's the plan? Huh? Yeah, what's the plan? What are we doing? Do you want me to break the lease? Like, what are we doing? You don't care? You're not upset? Well, you're entertaining someone else, so, They are so shocked that you're not going crazy. Because that was their goal the whole time. Is to get an emotional response out of you. Is to get you to react negatively, pushing, yelling, screaming, busting his windows out of his car. It was all a ploy. And when you react in a stoic way and you give no reaction and no emotions, he's going to start accusing you of cheating. He's going to say, you're cheating on me. There's another man involved. You don't really love me. This was all an act. I know you didn't mean it. No, it's a game. For a lot of these men, it's a game. You're in a game when you're dealing with them. And it's a game where you become a captive. They have you on a leash because they are constantly getting emotional responses out of you. And they feed on your emotional responses. It's fuel. Men love pulling the rug from under women's feet. They do it all the time. They love it. And you think they don't do it. You think they're not purposefully doing it. Oh yeah, they're purposefully surprising you negatively. They're purposefully pulling the rug from under your feet. They're purposefully abandoning you when you need them the most. It's all calculated because they want an emotional response out of you. And then when you don't give them the emotional response, they start to cry like a 6-year-old girl because how dare you not spiral out of control for me? How dare you not crash out over me? It's all one big game and women keep losing. So I'm trying to open up your mind.
When it comes to men, women reach a level of indifference when they start to focus more on themselves than men and what's happening around them. Because what had happened is you'll start to realize that honestly, most men are the same. They all the same. However, some men have done more to master certain parts of themselves and others haven't done as much to master themselves. And so you'll be able to shift through life, realizing exactly what you're looking at, if it's worth your time, if it's not worth your time. I think the other thing too is like when you are an indifferent woman, you can enjoy men in their most simplest form, which is like in men's most simplest form is they love to be around beautiful women. They just do. Indifferent women know how to enjoy men in that simple way. They don't need nothing more from them because they're already complete. The women that are out here so frustrated at men and mad at men and just have such a beef with men, it's women that want things out of men that they cannot give them. A woman's job is to be complete and whole on her own. A man is not there to make you see things in yourself that you can't see. Only you can do that part. And what I have noticed is the women that are indifferent, they do all the things. They can enjoy a man from time to time. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a mimosa. Like they just like, oh yeah, like they'll flirt with a guy. They'll let a guy take them out to dinner and don't nothing got to come from it. It's very like, it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. You get what I mean? But the ones where it's like, they just so deeply invested. They got to sink their teeth into the guy. Those are the ones that end up going on to hate men because they can't get what they want out of them. And the best advice I could give y'all is to stop expecting so much out of men. Men are just men. They are just men. That's all they are. They are just men. They are regular humans They're not here to save you. They are not your daddy. They're not your father. They're not meant. Most of them is not going to put you in no better situation. Like, stop idolizing men so much. Most of you are smarter than the man that you sleeping with right now. You just want some attention. And we're going to keep it high. You get what I mean? Yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
When a man start doing foolish things to you, taking you for granted, taking you as a joke, getting way too comfortable in a relationship, it's time to shake things up. You have to disappear. No need to explain. They already know what they're doing. They're not dumb. They're not dumb like y'all think. And y'all gotta stop believing that these men are not emotional. They are, in their own way. Which is why you need to disappear, because you're going to see that man react from his emotions. You're going to see that man calling you from different numbers if you block them, blowing your phone up and everything. That's reacting from their emotions. Now, what you need to do is start thinking logically like a man and start being selfish. He wants to start doing these things to me, I'm gone. I'm not going to go off on you. I'm going to stay calm. Because now you're going to have them in confusion. That's what you need them to be in, confusion. What is it that I got to do to get her back? Yeah, let them be stressed. Now let's say you married this man. Give them the silent treatment. That's what they need. I don't care about what people are saying about abuse. It was abusive the way he was treating you this whole time. So now you have to match energy.
Okay, ladies, the best thing that you can do when you are dating a man is you never ever let him think that he has you. You never ever let him think that he has some sort of emotional hold over you, that he can easily trigger your emotions, okay? Because here's the thing, men are going to test you, okay? They don't like to say this, but they test. They throw out tests, especially in the beginning stages, because he's trying to gauge how much you will tolerate and how much you won't tolerate, okay? He's trying to gauge, does this girl have very strong boundaries? They are going to be trying to gather as much information about you so that they can sit and they can really paint a picture of the type of woman you are. Then they're going to calculate. They're going to do some mental maths. They're going to calculate and see if they can maintain you. Okay, if you go in, can they handle you? Can they deal with you? Can they cope with you? Okay, so they are going to throw these little tests in the beginning to try and gauge what type of woman you are, what kind of woman you are, okay? Especially if you're someone who says, you know, I really stand on business. He's going to test that. He's going to be like, all right, let's see if she really is standing on business. Let's see if she really does have these strong boundaries that she keeps talking about. This is why, ladies, you need to be so firm with your boundaries, especially in the beginning stages, okay? Because they will test you. And one of the biggest tests that men use is emotional triggers, okay? They want to see if you have any emotional attachment to them, okay? So a guy may throw something at you, something that he thinks is going to upset you, something that's going to kind of put you on edge a little bit, right? And he's doing that deliberately to see if you're going to crumble, if you're going to panic, if you're going to give him an emotional reaction, because you got to remember, men love it when women are emotional because they know they have you. The women who end up winning are the women who are emotionally detached from men. They are the women that usually end up getting what they want from the men, because the man will forever be chasing her because he never ever knows whether he has her. That's the thing. So they will throw these tests at you. They will try to see, okay, is this girl emotionally attached to me? Does she have some sort of emotional attachment to me? Because I want to know if I've got her. This is what they do to you in the beginning, ladies, right? And this is where you have to be really, really smart. You never ever let a man believe or you never ever let a man see that he has any hold over your emotions, okay? So whatever he does, you're not bothered. You're not bothered. And this is not to say that you have to be the cool chick, right? The laid back chick, like no one likes her, right? Nobody likes to pick me. You can still be yourself. You can still be firm in your boundaries, but you just show that man that you're not triggered by what he's doing, because what he's doing is he's doing it deliberately. He's doing it deliberately to scare you, to make you panic, and then he's going to sit back and watch how you react. So you might start dating a guy, for example. You've gone on a couple of dates, it's going really well. And then out of the blue, he tells you he has to leave the country, right? Now, most women will panic. They'll be like, oh my God, he's leaving the country. Like, does this mean he's not going to speak to me anymore? Like, am I not going to see this guy ever again? Is this his way of dumping me? This is what you have to do. You have to stay so calm, okay? So calm. You have to be so unbothered, okay? Because if somebody is going to be with you, they are going to be with you. Okay? Doesn't matter if a man has to quickly go to a different country, or he needs to fly off somewhere, or he needs to go, I don't know, on some random business trip. If he wants you, you're going to know he wants you. So don't panic. Don't panic. You're going to know he wants you. Just by his actions, you're going to see, okay, is he trying to keep this going? Okay? So a lot of women, they panic straight away. They go into panic mode. They start getting triggered, like, oh my God, this guy's going to leave me, you know, and some people have abandonment wounds, and unfortunately a scenario like this will really trigger your abandonment wounds. This is why healing is so important. You've got to work on yourself. You cannot ever let this man who literally just came into your life have such an emotional hold over you like that. Think about it. You don't know this man that well. Okay, you've been on some really nice dates, you know, the convos are flowing, the chemistry's slowly building, but you don't know this man. You don't know this man. There is no reason why you should have an emotional attachment to him 4 or 5 dates in. No, it takes months to build a true emotional, deep connection with someone, okay? So remember that next time when you're newly dating someone and they throw a little spanner in the works. Don't panic. Keep your calm. Keep your cool. Stay calm. Stay composed. Do not let that man see that you're emotionally attached. Because the minute he sees you're emotionally attached, he gets what he wants. He gets that validation. Because men know that women are emotional. So when he sees you getting emotional, when he sees you complaining, when he sees you, you know, expressing your fears, he's going to be like, I won. I've got this. Ladies, men do not think like us. To them, it's really just a game at the start. It's just, okay, can I win this woman over? Oh my God, I still haven't won her over, right? So you want to keep him in that state for a very long time, okay? And the women who win at this game are the women who keep that men forever chasing, right? So you always want to keep him on his toes, but not just keep him on his toes. You always want to keep him guessing. You know, why should this man have you straight away? Why? You've been on a couple of dates with him. Why does he get to have that emotional hold over you? Why? Your emotions are so sacred and precious as a woman. Control them. Learn to control them. Learn to regulate your emotions. This man does not deserve to see you get emotional. This man does not deserve to get that emotional validation from you so early on in a relationship. So keep your calm, keep your cool, stay composed. Fill your time up with things that you are passionate about, that bring you joy, that bring you fulfillment, and ignore that man. And I promise you, that man is going to be chasing you, and he is not going to stop chasing you. Because if you show you're unbothered, if you show that you're strong, if you show that you have really strong boundaries, your value instantly goes up, ladies. Your value goes up, okay? Because you are communicating to that man that you're not the only one. I have a list of options, and I have the world is my oyster. So you can fly off to wherever you need to. And if you want me, you're going to put in some work. If you don't, go find someone else. Maybe you can go find someone in a different country. But why do you care? Because then you know what kind of guy he is and you don't want him, right? Think about it. You don't want him. So in the beginning stages, ladies, you are also testing the man, okay? You want to see, you want to gauge his kind of interest levels in you, right? So stay strong, stay composed, learn how to control your emotions. That is one of the best things that you can do as a woman, is to control your emotions.
So guys, I've heard today that the relevance of somebody's action depends on the power you give that action. So protect yourself by learning self-mastery. Don't let people push you to act of character. Don't give people such power. If you want help, you can learn self-mastery. There is a lot of video here on YouTube that you can find and learn. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share your thought in the comment section, and see you in the next video. Bye.